welcome back to the Wise Miller Homestead. Things have been a little bit crazy around here, so I haven't really had a chance to do a video in a while. And I was just pulling stuff out, cleaning out my fridge, and thought, well, this would be a good time to do a video. So all I'm doing is I just took a bunch of stuff out of my fridge that was about to go bad or has kind of gone bad, too bad for us to eat. So I've got a bag of little baby carrots here that have started to get like that weird, like, I don't know if you can tell, like that weird white, like it's drying out. They're not slimy, so I'm gonna go ahead and give those, put those in. I just had like a little, we get these at Costco and we use them a lot for like parties and grilling and taking stuff to people's houses and things like that. So I also use it for the chickens. I've got a little bit of broccoli left over in this bag that I'm probably just not gonna eat, so I'm gonna break these up into a couple of little smaller pieces. And I'm just kind of putting together a little smorgasbord of stuff for the chickens. We're having some storms here in Tucson today. So it's beautiful outside. It's only like 87 degrees. And I'm just trying to give the chickens a little something that they can enjoy, that they maybe not would typically enjoy because it's so hot out sometimes. So I've got an English cucumber that has started to yellow. So I'm just breaking that up into chunks and throwing it in here. I have a nectarine, or maybe this was a white peach that has started to get a little wrinkly. Pop that in there for them. We had a birthday party a little while ago for our son, and we had some stuff for cheeseburgers. So we had a head of lettuce that we didn't end up finishing. So I'm just gonna break that up and pop it in there. I also had this this bag of tri-color coleslaw that we use a lot for like fish tacos and egg roll in a bowl kind of stuff. And then last thing I had in my fridge that was just starting to go bad is red grapes, or some table grapes. What are they? Red seedless grapes. So just regular red grapes. So I'm just pulling these off of the stems because they won't eat the stems. I mean, I don't blame them. I wouldn't eat the stems. We don't eat the stems. But I just thought it's easier just to take them off the stems than having to go out into the chicken coop and picking these up everywhere once they've picked them through. We're also supposed to go to the lake tomorrow with my in-laws, and I'm really hoping that we don't get a storm that keeps us from being able to go, because I am in the process of making some barbecue chicken drumsticks, which are perfect on the lake. Maybe I should have done a video on that. Like, what do you guys take to the lake when you go with people for like a snack? A quick, like, grabbable snack on the lake. Growing up, my family, we would be on the lake like almost every weekend if we didn't have sports. And my mom would always make chicken drumsticks ahead of time, like just barbecue chicken drumsticks, and put them in a gallon Ziploc bag, and we would just go to the cooler and pull it out and eat a drumstick, and then we would just put the bone back in another bag or throw it in the lake, which probably isn't okay anymore. That was the 90s, people. There were a lot of things that were socially acceptable back then that are not acceptable today. Anywho, so I'm making chicken drumsticks so we can take those to the lake. That was that timer that you heard. So, all right, that was everything that I had in my fridge that my chickens could eat. I did have some leftover like mashed potatoes and some onion that had started to turn the other way. But I don't feed my chickens potatoes or onion, those root vegetables, and I know carrots probably aren't that great for them either, but I try to stay away from at least the potatoes and the onions. Nightshade kind of veggies just really aren't great for chickens. Every once in a while, okay, but they can be toxic, so we try to stay away from that. So here we go. I've got a whole container full of things that, you know, were just going bad in our fridge and they would have otherwise ended up in the trash, and we're gonna go give them to the chickens. So hold on one second. All right, so I am heading out to the chicken coop in my chicken garb with their little tray of treats, and you can tell they know something is coming. They all come right up to the gate. It sounds really, really pretty out here with the rain hitting that tin roof. Excuse me, ladies. Yes, I have something for you. I wish I knew how to turn this around. I don't. So we're just gonna do this. Maybe I will. Say hi. Say hi. There are the girls. And they know. Mama, what you got? They say. All right, and then I always like to kind of prop it up. So let me see if I can prop my phone up here. It's probably not gonna let me. I will do it just like that for now. So this is the bin that I usually put all their treats in, especially when it's like frozen stuff. I'm just gonna flip it upside down so that this isn't on the actual ground. So they've got somewhere to enjoy their treat. Put that there. Oh man. You see that view? I mean, you can't really see the mountain. That's a bummer. Let me see. There's our mountain. All that junk back there, we gotta get rid of that. Hey, if you live in Marana and you know of like a junk disposal place that takes like tree branches and like old broken crap, let me know. So, excuse me, miss. We got a hen that wanted to go broody here. Gotta kick her off those eggs. All right, 3, 4, 5 eggs. Thank you, miss. Has anybody ever noticed that like it's your younger hens that go broody more often? My younger hens go broody like a lot, and I have to kick them off and all that stuff. I don't know why, but like that was just a black copper Maran, and I just got them I think in February, maybe January, and they go broody like that's the second one I've had that has tried to go broody, and I was like, no, not gonna happen, lady. So it's still early in the day to get eggs, but I just decided since I was out here I would try. I'm gonna have to come back out here later on and clear some of these feeders out, because the problem with these kinds of feeders that I've noticed is when it rains, if any of this food gets wet, like even a little bit, it kind of fills up and clumps up at the bottom, and then I have the hardest time getting it out. So then it kind of clumps up and clogs up, and I can't get, it doesn't self-feed itself, which is really annoying. Water is empty. All right. I don't know what that is. Oh, woo! We almost had one teetering right on the edge there. Little daredevil egg layers. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 eggs so far today. Just because it is cooler out, I do expect to get more eggs today. And like I said, it's still early. It's like 12:40 here. But we did have, it looks like there was a, I don't know if you can see that. There was an egg that either was broken or I had one of my new hens lay a soft shell egg. I posted that one of my newer hens laid a soft shell egg, and I think she's getting ready to really lay. So when that happens, instead of just like completely changing out the bedding, I just try to take some of the dry scraps that are on the edges and fill it in so that it kind of soaks up that egg, and that way I don't have to change out the nesting pad just yet. And see, good as new, nice and dry. So all about repurposing and reusing and all that stuff. So all right, the ladies are enjoying their treat over there. We're getting some rain, which is much needed and much appreciated. It's a little bit humid out here, but the high today is only about 86 out here in Picture Rocks, which is amazing, beautiful. Like, I will take that, because I think just the last 2 days we were at 108. So going from 108 to 86 overnight is like insane, but yeah, very much so appreciated and wanted. I always do kind of check underneath the nesting boxes. Sometimes you get a rogue chicken, especially when they're newer hens that are new layers and they go a little bit rogue and they're not sure where to lay, or the older hens will kind of bully them out of those laying spots. I'll check if she's still in here. Nope, she left. She vacated. Good. So that one that I thought was trying to go broody decided to get out and enjoy the treat after I took her eggs. So yeah, there they are, enjoying their treat. And I will come back out maybe in about 2 or 3 hours and pull that pan out, check their food, make sure that the rain hasn't, so they are covered. They're in like this Marimotel thing, and it goes all the way back to the back, and that whole area is covered as well. But you know, it's not foolproof, so we do get some rain that comes in there, and sometimes unfortunately it gets in the feeders. When I know we're gonna have like a week of rain like this, I will have my daughter not fill the feeders up all the way to the top every day like she usually does, to just try to avoid any issues with that feed getting clumped up in the bottom of those feeders, so that way it doesn't self-feed. But other than that, we're just enjoying this nice weather, and as long as it just trickles down like this, I am good for the day. I don't want like torrential downpour. We had a storm a few weeks ago that really damaged our house. It was pretty bad, and we're still kind of boarded up from that. Like that's a hole in our house that we boarded up. We have a window on the other side that's also boarded up, and the insurance just doesn't seem to think that it's a emergency, so they're just kind of taking their time. What are you gonna do? So I'm just hoping that we don't get too much of a torrential downpour today, and that the winds stay down. That's the biggest concern, is the winds. So my hair is going crazy up here. All right, just a quick little video.